Hello there, Stephanie Cameraman, the Stock Whisperer, here with this week's Dark Pool Weekly Whisper for November 26th. Hope everybody had a really great Thanksgiving. Well, guess what? The Dark Pool did not take off this week. We have so many prints that we're printing. And I have so many great setups for you guys. I think the most ever. But before we get to this week's Whispers, we got to talk about last week's November 19th. Record breaking 140% ROI if you had taken all these whispers. That's off the stock. Obviously, if we trade options, which most of us do in my trading room, the ROI is like a lot bigger than that. But we had serious moves in oil off those dark pool prints. Great shorts, USO, Halliburton rig, PBR, XOP, one of the biggest winners. Also, technology took a dive. We had those massive prints on Apple, Facebook, MU, just to name a couple of them. Also, JD. Wow, that had a huge move down. Look, the market moves in two directions. It goes up, it goes down, it does go sideways, but not for too long. And we can make money in both directions. Just follow the prints, follow these levels. Most of my whispers make big moves on Monday and Tuesday because I've sifted through all of the previous week's dark pool prints and have mapped out the trades for you. You know, they do have a little bit of a splash at first, but then they start to really move. Amazon was another really big one. So, all right, let's get to this week's because I'm really excited, guys. And that was just in 3.5 days, by the way. Yeah, really short week. And we had big moves. So hope you guys caught some of it. All right, so let's start with the major indexes because this is a huge week for these guys. Let me explain why. Back in February, when we had that other correction, right, back here at the end of January, we took a big dive down and the dark pool was buying at the bottom always. And these are such key levels this week because that's exactly where we are, back at these levels. So the SPY, February 6th, the dark pool had a $53 million level on the SPY at 264.46. And you can see we are right there once again. So this is so key. This week, I'm only going to be bullish above 268 because we do have another dark pool level, 267.76. That's really powerful. And I'm going to be bearish below 262.50. Really key level. Let's go to the Russell. So the Russell, back on February 5th and 6th, we had a very big level, 148.11. And that's pretty much where we're at right now, up and down this week. So we're going to be bullish above 150. Yep, if we have tested the bottom, this is the second test and we're going to move up again, we should move above 150. However, if it's not, we're going to be bearish below 146.25. These are really key levels. Let's go to the NASDAQ. Okay. Really big level on February 8th, 9.6 million at 160.26. Again, we've tested that. We've actually closed below that on Friday. So I'm only going to be bullish above 163.75 and bearish below 158.75 this week for the NASDAQ. Let's go to the Dow Jones ETF, the DIA. And let me just remove that line. So back on February 6th, and we don't normally get too many of these late prints on the DIA, so 5 million was huge, massive level, okay? And that was at 243.33. So we're only going to be bullish above 247.50, okay? And I'm going to be bearish below 242.50. Yeah, this is going to get really ugly if we stay below these prints. Now I just want to go to the VXX. Not that I want you to trade this. This is not a great vehicle to trade, but a key level to watch on the VXX is 40 for fear, okay? Really, really key. We had some prints that came in this week at 39.86. I mean 38, sorry, 86. 1.5 million and then another $500,000 at 39.96. So yeah, if we do break above 40, fear is going to escalate and the market will drop even further. So these are really, really key levels, guys, to watch and trade off this week. All right, let's switch to GLD. Yeah, GLD, we're at really key level with the dollar. The DXY, 97 is a really key level. And we closed just shy of it. That would be a breakout if we can close above 97 this week for the dollar. And that will be bearish for gold. So this is really key levels to watch if you like to trade gold. So this week I'm only going to be bullish on GLD above 116.20. I noticed some sellers at 116 this past week. So I'd like to break above 116.20. I'm going to be bearish below 115 for GLD. Let's go to GDX. GDX was a little bit stronger than GLD. The miners definitely had a little bit more strength this week. But I'm only going to be bullish above 20. And I'm going to be bearish below 19. All right, really feel like a big move is coming. Whenever the dollar is at support or resistance, we usually get a big move when it comes to gold. ABX. Yeah, this week we had some prints. 6 million at 13.53. We do have a dividend coming up, 11.29. So a lot of times when we have that, we do get a dip. But I definitely got to watch this 13.53 level. Okay, that was a mega 6 million. I've never seen a big print like that on ABX. But I'm going to be bullish above 13.62. And I'm going to be bearish below 13 for ABX. All right, let's switch gears to oil. Oil, this has been getting killed. Yeah, totally getting killed. Seasonality is pretty weak for oil, and we had massive sell prints. However, we got a new print. Yeah, a new print came in town this week on USO, 3 million at 10.86. Yeah, so this is going to be really key. Are we going to have a bounce, a dead cat bounce, any kind of bounce here? But I'm going to be bullish above 11 on USO, and I'm going to be bearish below 10.75. Really key to watch. We also had massive prints on SWN. Yeah, 2.5 million at 5.25. So I'm going to be bullish above 5.37. And bearish below 5. PBR, one of my favorite stocks to trade, had some pretty big prints on this, 13.98 and 13.85. So I'm going to be bullish only above 14.50. And I'm going to be bearish this week below 13.50. And XOP, huge winner last week. Wow. Guess what? We had even bigger prints this week. Really big prints. 3 million at 33.43. We had 2 million at 33.74. And then we had another million at 32.50. So let me just zoom out here. So there we go. So you can kind of see the bigger picture. Yeah, there's room to go down even more, down to 30. So this week, I am only going to be bullish above 34.25. We got to clear all those prints. Yeah, you need the big money to be below you to go long and the big money above you to go short. So I feel like we splashed around and we're ready to go. So I'm going to be bullish above 34.25 and bearish below 32.25. Now, when you're unsure whether or not these big prints are a buy or a sell, well, what I like to do and what a lot of my traders like to do is we put a strangle on. Yeah, which I did with XOP, and it worked out really well, where I buy out of the money calls, out of the money puts. One side could go to zero. Doesn't always have to go to zero. But the other one explodes. So the puts definitely exploded this week. And that's a great, great strategy if you're unsure, or you can patiently wait. But what happens is sometimes these things gap. They gap up or down. And if you're the kind of person that has enteritis, which means you missed your entry, yeah, you definitely want to learn about how to do long strangles. Okay. So XLF, let's go to financials because we had mega prints on the financials this week. Holy cow. Yeah, really big prints. It was almost as if they knew everybody was going to be away this week. And let's just throw in all these big trades. Nobody's watching. Well, guess what? I'm always watching. I never miss one single tick of this market. And I'm just really excited that I can share all these things with you guys. So XLF, get ready for a monster move on financials. We had mega prints that came in. I don't particularly trade XLF because it's a little bit slow, but you definitely want to watch these levels if you trade the bigger stocks. So we're going to be bullish above 26.40 and bearish below 25.87. Bank of America, that is my favorite stock to trade. I love it. It's cheap. The options are really cheap, and it moves, and it has prints. So we had 10 million monster prints on BAC, right? $27.40. And guess what? We closed below. Yeah, so that's bearish already. I've been making money on the short side this week, but this move is not over yet, or perhaps it was a splash. So this week, I have a feeling is going to be the big one. So we're going to be bullish only above 27.50. We have to go up and climb above that 27.40 print for me to go long. And I'm going to be bearish below 26.87. All right, we tested that. That's actually a really key level to watch. If we can't hold that, look out below. I could see a big move down to 26. All right, let's go to Wells Fargo. Another one that had big prints. 53, the prints came in, and we closed well below that at 52.16. So I'm going to be bullish only above the print, 53.50. And I'm going to be bearish below 51.50. All right, really key level. We also had prints on Goldman Sachs as well. And we closed well below that. So it's definitely looking bearish. Let's go to the semiconductors. Technology. We had really big prints. SMH, the ETF for semis. Yeah, we had a couple of big prints at 91.95, 91.80. So we're going to be bullish above 92.50 and bearish below 90. IWF, I know many of you probably never heard of IWF. It's the Russell 1000 Growth ETF, but guess what the top holdings are? Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Google, Visa, Home Depot, United Health. Yes, major holdings. And we had major prints that came in at 135.34, 136.07, 135.30. So this is good to watch, even if you don't trade this, which I don't trade. I would rather trade Apple or Microsoft than trade this ETF. But the fact that we had these big, I always feel like they're hidden prints on it, definitely means a big move is coming. So watch the 137.50 level, bullish above, bearish below 135. But guess what? SPY-G. I like this one better because it's cheaper. $33.70. This one, same holdings as IWF. And big prints came in. 2 million at 33.78. So I'm going to be bullish above 34.25 and bearish below 33.50. But another one I like to trade is AMD. Yeah, I love this one. And look at this chart. Really awesome. We're at this trend line. Yeah, which is close. Are we going to break up, or are we going to move way back down to around that 16 level? So we had prints that came in on AMD, 1927 and 1943. I'm only going to be bullish above 20, and I'm going to be bearish below 19. Now, NVIDIA also had some prints on that, unusual, 148.50 and 148.70. So here's the gap, right? Here's your lovely gap in the chart. Yeah. Are we going to break up and hit the strongest level before the gap before moving down again? That's a very popular pattern. Or are we just going to move straight down? So I'm going to be bullish on NVIDIA above 150, bearish below 140. All right, see if we can go up and test that gap fill. Let's go to Facebook, or should we say face plant? Yeah, it's been just ugly, but we've had a lot of prints and we've just been drifting lower and lower. This week, we had a 400,000 print at 132.20. So we're going to be bullish above 135 and we're going to be bearish below 130. Stay tuned. STM. So here's one that we had big prints on last week, and guess what? It hasn't moved yet. Doesn't mean that I don't like it. I love it even more. It just hasn't moved yet. And sometimes it takes a week or two. I mean, most of my trades usually go within a day or two, but it just means that they're not done usually getting into it, into their position. So this week, I'm still going to be bullish, but my level changed. Last week it was 14.50. This week, 14.25. And I'm going to be bearish below 13.75. Yep, waiting patiently. Yeah, patience is really key when it comes to trading. Best trades are the ones I waited. Let's go to Applied Materials, AMAT. And this is another one I'm patiently waiting on. And guess what? We had another monster print. Yes, an even bigger one. 2.8 million at $35.79. I love this. I just feel like it's so ripe for a move. I'm going to be bullish above 36. And I'm going to be bearish below 34. Really key levels. Let's go to another one. NXPI. Holy cow. 5 million. I know Ricky in my room loves this one. Waiting patiently. 5 million printed at $80.20. And it hasn't really moved yet. Okay, this is really key. Are we going to come down and fill this gap in? Right? We came down and did, here's that gap fake out. Right? Here's the gap. Are we going to come down finally and fill the gap in? Or are we going to break to the upside here? Yeah, 5 million, it's going to move. Excuse me. So we're going to be bullish above 84 and of course 85, really big level. If we could break above that, yeah, then we're off to the races. We're going to be bearish below 80. Yeah, if we break below 80, I would say we're going to go and fill the gap down to 76. So keep your eye on NXPI. Let's go to Micron. Yeah, MU. This week we had a 400,000 share print at 36.78. So I'm going to be bullish only if we can break above the top of this channel, the T spot, 38.75. And I'm going to be bearish below 35. If we cannot do that when we start to move down, yeah, it'll get ugly. All right, time to switch hats to emerging markets. Let's go to Brazil. EWZ or EWZ for you Canadians out there. We love trading EWZ. We had dark pool at 39.20. I'm going to be bullish above 40. And I'm going to be bearish below 38.50. I mean, the chart does not look pretty. In fact, it kind of looks like we have a head and shoulders here, right? If this is the left shoulder, this is the head, this is the right shoulder. This could get really ugly and measure this measurement from about 42 down to 38.50. That's like $4. Yeah, we could go all the way down there. Yeah, that doesn't look good. So we are below a lot of prints from last week. And so again, watch that level, 38.50. Let's go to VWO. That's Brazil, Russia, India, and China. We had a 1.1 million print at 39.15. So I'm only going to be bullish above 39.50. We got to break above resistance there. And I'm going to be bearish below 38.50. Now let's go to EEM. Same countries. Brazil, Russia, India, China. We had a 5 million print. Yeah, 5 million print. I don't pay attention to the 1 million, 2 million. But like 5 million gets my attention. So we're going to be bullish above 40.50 and bearish below 39.50. All right, it's time to switch to the miscellaneous stocks. So let's start with Verizon. So Verizon came down to the bottom of this channel. And yeah, Verizon loves to trade on channels. And so this is interesting because we got a 540,000 print at 59.50. Yeah, so I would only be bullish above that. All right, really key. We move below, but are we going to bounce up or are we going to fall below this channel? Because we are below the print. So I'm going to be bearish below 58.50. Uber bearish below 58. You can see we'll really start to break down to 57 there. Let's go to TLT. Bonds. Now, before we hit TLT, actually, let's go to LQD for a sec. Now, the prints came in on LQD. Major prints at 111.40 to 111.65. Now, I don't trade LQD. It's a little bit too slow for me. But we had really big prints. Is money moving into bonds? Now, you can see the volume really has escalated on LQD, right? So is this a frying pan bottom? Usually short covering around here and then buying around this side. However, let's just check out TLT because this is a much better apparatus to trade. Yeah, much better. We are going to be bullish above 115. Oh, I have too many ones in there. 115.50. You can see there's resistance there on this trend line. All right, if we can break above that this week, we're off to the races. However, I'm going to be bearish below 114.50, below the 8 exponential moving average. So really keep a watch the LQD levels. Those are very important, okay? See, I've drawn 112 and about 111.25. Yeah, those are really key. Bullish above 112, bearish below 111.25. But again, trade TLT. Let's go to Square. Yeah, SQ mega prints came in 61.85, 1.6 million, 61.82, 1 million. That's pretty close, those levels. So I'm excited about this one. A lot of my traders love to trade this one. We're going to be bullish above 64 and bearish below 61. Really key levels. Let's go to JD. This one had a monster move to the downside. We're below a lot of big prints, guys. And guess what we had? Another big print. Yeah, really big, like 4.9 million at $20.31. So we're going to be bullish above 21 and bearish below 19. All right, now let's go to a really interesting one. Constellation Brands, STZ. This is alcohol and this is cannabis. Yeah, 20% cannabis. Canopy Growth. They invested in that. Yeah, actually marijuana stocks did not do well. Let's just check out CGC. Yeah, they've been getting hit. Is this the bottom, right? Well, CGC, I would definitely watch this 35 level. That's really, really key. But we had prints on STZ. Not just any print, but an enormous, biggest print I've ever seen. 1.2 million at 195.70. Okay. Big splash. Big prints, big splash. We're ready to go. All right, guys. So this week, we have to go above the print, but 196 is where that 8 exponential moving average is. So if we can break above this black line, we have positive momentum to at least 200. Definitely more. This is a really big print. If it's buying, if it's selling, look out below. Okay, I'm going to be bearish below 192, and I can see a much bigger move, even probably below 188, but those are my targets for this week. All right, let's go to BMY. So BMY, we finally, we filled that gap, right? So here's the gap fake out. Just always like to point this out. Gap fake out, pullback, gap fill. And here we are. Where are we going off this 53 level? Well, we have two choices pretty much. We're going to go up and rally above 54, or we're going to break down below 52.50. We had a big print, 1.3 million at 53.10. So this is really key to watch this week. These levels, again, bullish above 54. And bearish below 52.50, but I can definitely see a big move coming. Love where that's sitting. I love when it's sitting like right on that 8 because there's a lot of room to go. The best entries are close to the 8, and it's always good to scale out. The further away we get from that 8 exponential moving average, the more it wants to come back down and test it before either moving back up again or moving below. So those are your best entries as a swing trader. Let's go to WYNN. WYNN. I don't ever have WYNN usually in my whispers, but we had a big print, guys. 900,000 at 101.50. It splashed. We're ready to move. I'm going to only be bullish above 105, and I'm going to be bearish below 100. Now let's go to DuPont. We also had mega print on DuPont. Highly unusual. 3 million came in at 56.06. So I'm going to be bullish above 57. And I'm going to be bearish below 56. Let's go to BTU. That's another good one. BTU, we had a 3 million print, okay, at $32 and a penny, 32.01. We're going to be bullish above 32.50 and bearish below 31. Do you see these big prints that were coming in when they thought nobody was watching this week? Look at this one, another big one. PGRE, a real estate company from New York. 4 million came in at $14, hasn't moved yet. And I love it. You can even see the big volume spike. All right, so I mean, is this a frying pan bottom? Looks like it could be. We had big volume on this side and big volume on this side. So if it does start to move up, yep, I love it. It also looks like a W possible formation. All right, and you know I love the W with the arrow. So much I made it my logo, right? So I love this pattern, and we're going to be bullish above 1420 and bearish below 1387. Let's go to Volley. Yes, Devon, Mr. Sinatra. He loves trading this in my room. And in fact, he's the trader of the week. Yeah, congratulations, Devon. He came up with this Devon, the Sinatra Strangle, which we've been doing for a couple weeks now in the room, and it's been hot with all those gaps that we've been having every morning. Yep, he's come up with his own little strangle of the SPY, and yeah, he's been rocking it. So awesome, and thanks for sharing that with us, Devon, and congratulations. Really, really always phenomenal trading. So yeah, Volley. Yes, Volley, as he likes to say it. We had massive prints on this week. 1.8 million at $13.17. And we're going to be bullish above 13.50. And we're going to be bearish below 13. Yeah, really big prints. And also thank you, Stevan, for helping me out at the booth at the Vegas Traders Expo. Yeah, really awesome. Thanks so much. Let's go to Blackberry, or I should say crackberry, right? It's definitely been cracking down. Big prints came in this week. 1.5 million. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Not 1.5 million. That's the next one. 400,000 at 886. So is it going to crack down some more? Well, we're going to be bearish below 860, but I will turn bullish if it can break above 9. Always have two levels, guys. Always need to be prepared on both sides of the print. Always. Okay, so let's go to Twitter. Yeah, the dirty bird, as we call it. Yeah, not an easy stock to trade, but it did the gap fake out. So here we are again. Here's the gap. And here's the fake out. Pull up. Are we going to come back down again? Well, we have a big print. Yes, we do. 31.91. 1.5 million. That's really big. So we're going to be bearish below 31 and only bullish above 32.25. All right, let's go to Mickey. Disney. Yeah, Disney had a big print this week. Highly unusual. 113.81, and that's why it's in the weekly whisper here. So we're going to be bullish above 114. And you can see it's broken down. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. We broke this very long trend line. Yeah, not pretty. We may go up and retest where we broke down. That is a popular pattern. But I'd only be bullish above 114. I'm going to be bearish this week below 112. Now let's go to Amazon. Yeah, so Amazon, I've been tweeting out, sending push notifications. This was a great trade last week off the prints. But this week we spotted some selling at 1543. Really key level, okay? I would only be bullish if Amazon can go above 1550, especially on a close. Going to be bearish, though, below 1,500. We are still below all those prints from last week. CMCSA, Comcast, had a big print this week, 1.7 million at 37.68. We're going to be bullish above 37.80 and bearish below 37.25 for Comcast. Yeah, looking pretty ugly, these charts, right? MasterCard had a big print. Highly unusual for MasterCard to have a big print. 500,000, 186.08 had a big splash. So now the move is coming. We're going to be bullish only above the print, 187.50. Bearish below 180. That's really key level. If we do go down and break below that, I will be bearish. I mean, I am bearish below 182.50. But that is a trend line there, okay, that we've held. So that's why that 180 level is so key this week. Let's go to Walmart. We had a big print on Walmart. And we are at this trend line here. Are we going to hold it? Well, we'll see. I'm only going to be bullish above 95.50. But if we can't hold that, I'm going to be bearish below 93. Big 600,000 share print at $93.97. And let's go to the last one, Newell. Newell Brands has been moving up pretty strong. Remember we had those big prints a couple weeks ago? Yep, it's been riding the 4 train. This week we had more prints, 2133, 950,000, and 2150. So going to be bullish above 22. And I'll turn bearish if we break below those prints below 21. So there you have it, you guys. Those are the whispers. I don't expect you to take all of them. Take the ones you like. Take the sectors. If you like technology, pay attention to those. If you like to trade financials, pay attention to those. Or gold. Or if you like to trade the E-minis, watch those prints on the SPY. I definitely trade my favorites in my trading room. I wish I could take them all, but I can't. But I definitely grab a lot, and so do my traders. So yeah, so until next time, guys, happy trading. And I will be traveling a little bit this week. I'll be headed to Kansas City, and then I'll be headed to Dallas to see a whole bunch of my traders. So if I'm out half a day, I'll definitely post those dark pool prints that evening or the next day. Don't worry, you're not going to miss a trade, you guys. Happy trading, guys, and happy holidays. That's my secret. Gonna keep it my secret. My secret.